What's up, guys? Welcome back to another KOH video. In today's KOH video, we are finally doing something that I've been teasing for a while. We are doing a showcase, but not just anyone's showcase. We're doing Suzaku's showcase, because yes, he is maxed out. But first, if you want to see a cool video that Stream Family did, the link will be down below, which will be servitude to how well he does on defense, because Stream Family did make a video on it. It's very fun. There's a lot of different sound bites, a different style of editing, so go check it out. All right. Let's just jump right into the video. So as you guys can see, if you haven't already watched my other video on his highlight, you should go watch it. This is a showcase, so I'm going to quickly go over his stuff. This is all maxed out. As you can see, everything is maxed out, so I use max skill fairies. And then I also have his hidden strength all maxed out. I already went over his hidden strength, but there are a few things that have changed since that video. One being, if you didn't watch the last update video, you should really go check it out. I'll link it in the top right. But the TDLR, too long didn't read, is that he got some buffs for his skills. His skills now hit harder than they did before. And then he also got a buff to his revivability. Before it would just give him a chance to revive, but now they made it so he gains an immediate action opportunity if you have the fourth one maxed out. And then this one gives you a 75% gauge. There is a caveat to this that I have noticed, though, is when you hit someone and then they don't die, but then they counter and kill you, you don't get an action opportunity off of that. You get about 50 or so percent from what I've noticed of action gauge. You don't automatically get another turn if someone counters you and you die, type of deal. So there is that. But yeah, let's go over his stats. Now, these aren't the best stats. These are stats that I'm currently working on, but they are sufficing for right now. As you can see, I have 3,562 HP, 1,728 attack, 1,291 defense, 196 speed. I wanted to be relatively quickly, but not the fastest on my team. The fastest on my team is still Esperanza, because you get the move capabilities. Well, technically speaking, the fastest on my team is not Esperanza's Jara. Crit rate, 78% crit rate. I do want to get this a little bit higher. There's some caveats to it when you see my runes. Crit damage, 335%. Resistance, 45%, because I don't want him to always get like debuffed and stuff like that. And accuracy, 54%. I have him on fairly decent accuracy because he does need accuracy to land his stuff. He is a more demanding type unit where he needs speed, he needs attack, he needs crit rate, he needs crit damage, and he needs accuracy and resistance. So he needs a lot, is what I'm saying. But let's check out his runes. As you can see, I have him on Explosion rune set. All of these are legendary base set runes, I believe. This one, as you can see, it has 13 speed, 6% crit damage, 4% crit rate, and 11% attack. I do want to get a better rune in the future where it has high speed and a bit higher crit rate and crit damage. The attack is fine. I just want higher crit rate, crit damage. If he crits more and then he has higher crit damage, then he's going to nuke down more. I have a pretty meh rune on him. I honestly been farming so long for this rune, but when I finally got it, it had crit rate on the the base stat. So it's just like, it was kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. In the future, I will be replacing this rune with something that has more of a higher crit rate that I can easily attain. But it has decent speed and it gives me defense. It does complete the set also. But again, I do wish I had one that didn't have this crit rate stat right here, and that I could actually re-roll it over and over again until I get the stats that I actually want. Moving on to my next rune, as you can see, 5 speed, 13 crit rate, 20% crit damage. This is really good. I actually really like this rune. It doesn't have that much speed, but it does give you quite a bit of crit rate and crit damage, so I'm pretty happy with that. Is this a legendary rune? That might be. Yeah, it's a legendary rune. Okay. The next one is my speed one. My speed one I actually really like because it has a pretty good amount of crit damage. It could be higher, but it also gives me that accuracy and crit rate. Again, I would like them to be slightly higher statage wise, but it is what it is, and it's making do for what it is right now. I do really like this. This was my first explosion rune I've ever gotten, which was insane. That it was a speed a speed explosion rune, and this is before the rune dungeons dropped them. I got it from fucking Altered Realm, so it was pretty interesting. Moving on to my next one, 10% HP, 6%, or 10% defense, 6% HP, 13 crit rate. So I would in the future possibly try getting another one of these, another crit rate set or havoc rune set for this, because I do want to have attack, crit rate, crit damage, and speed on this. So that would be very helpful if I do get that. But it is what it is for right now. I'll be farming more in the future. But yeah, that's the rune that I currently have on him. Again, it will be changing in the future. And then my next and final rune is going to be this one. I don't believe this is actually a legendary. Yeah, this one was a rare one. So I don't have many of attack slots, so I had to use a rare one. The stats are pretty underwhelming. Again, I will get something better in the future. I just need to farm a lot more. I've been farming a lot. As you can see, my crystals are gone, and that's from farming. Having really quick speed runs depletes crystals so fucking fast, dude. But yeah, these are the stats on my runes for him. But now let's go over some of the places that I said he was good at. One of the places that I said Suzaku was good for would be theoretically Aguilos. Aguilos is a boss that is kind of annoying to deal with at first, but once you create a team around it, he's pretty easy to deal with. I utilize Suzaku for the DPS and also for his armor break / slows on the boss. This team formation consists of Suzaku, Esperanza, who I'll do a showcase video on in the future, Hypothesis, and Medea. Medea I already done a highlight video on, but I'll do a showcase on her in the future too. Same thing with Hypothesis. But this team isn't a 100% success rate. It is a quick clearing team, so it's around 1 minute. The lowest I think I got was 40 something seconds or whatever. But yeah, it's about 1 minute runtime, but it isn't a 100% consistency. One way to get 100% consistency would probably be to switch out Medea in the future and put in a fully kitted out Lancelot with fully hidden strength, and then that will be more consistent. But I don't know about the time speed that would take for that consistency. So I just want to put that up front. But yeah, he utilizes mostly for DPS and then for the armor breaks and slows that put on the boss, and then you can nuke down the boss relatively quickly because the boss can't move as quickly. Suzaku became more viable because now that when he dies, he gets an instant turn, so he does get to attack the boss. So if there are a number of fodder around him and they try putting provoke on him, he doesn't necessarily have provoke anymore, and he can actually hit the boss. One of the reasons why this team fails is because the fodder doe put provoke on him and then constantly have him attack them instead of actually hitting the boss. If that wasn't the case, then this would be a 100% win rate type team. But yeah, it is. But it's very good. It is very freaking fast, so I like it for what it is. Again, I will be tweaking it in the future to make it more of 100% or closer to 100% win rate. So now we're going to move on to PvP. I did say he's pretty good in PvP. I want to showcase him by doing some auto in PvP. He does hit or miss because the AI is kind of dumb sometimes, and he will auto-target whoever is the grass one most of the time. But he is a very good PvP unit, mainly because he does have that extra versatility where he does damage and he revives and he does the debuffs that will make the enemies slower or easier to kill because of the armor break landing on them, or they can't heal because the HP block that he lands on them. So he's a very versatile unit, but you do need a lot of him to become such a versatile unit, and you need certain stats, aka runes, on him to be able to utilize them to his full extent. But yeah, these are just some use cases or some ways you can use them. Obviously, if you manual it, you'll have more of a higher winning rate or a higher chance to win the round, but I just wanted to showcase how he could do on auto without me having to do anything in particular to like position them in a certain way. The next area I said that he was actually going to be useful for would be for a Tower of Fire. That's a TOA of Fire, essentially speaking. I also said he would be good in TOA Hard and TOA Normal, but I've already completed TOA Normal, so there's no point of me going back and utilizing him there. Just have my word for it. But TOA Fire, he's obviously going to be a very good use case for, because he does have all of those things, all that kit that he brings to the table while fighting them, and you can use them in higher levels to make your runs a bit faster and easier to do. And thank you for watching. That's the end of the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to check out all my social media. You'll see an animation playing right now, which I made over on my art channel. You can go check out that video. Also, I will be posting relatively soon over on that channel. I know I said it before, but I'm actually going to be recording something right after this video. So go check that out. Give me a subscribe over there if you want to see me do art. Also, don't forget to follow me over on Twitch, twitch.tv/EldenDraws. I've been streaming a lot more than I used to. Because I want to. I've been playing COD a lot, so if you want to see that, go over there. I might make a new channel for just like COD and FPS stuff too, but either way, go check me out over there. Once again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. Peace. Bye-bye.